Welcome students. In today's class we will solve some more problems on projectile motion. The question is, from the top of the building 20 meter high, a ball is projected at 15 meter per second at an angle of 30 degrees upwards to the horizontal. We need to determine at what distance it would hit the ground from the foot of the building and what is the total maximum height attained above the ground. We also need to determine the velocity of the ball just as it hits the ground and total time of flight. The question is as given. Again you can see that we are given that a velocity of 15 meter per second is acting at an angle of 30 degrees. So resolving it into x and y components, I will get velocity in x direction as 15 cos 30 and velocity in y direction as 15 sin 30. Now coming back to our solution, starting with the horizontal motion. Now just referring to the question which is asked, we first need to find out what is the distance y, that is what is the maximum height attained from the ground. So maximum height attained from the ground will be 20 plus y. So my first unknown will be to find out what is the distance y, which is distance from A to B in vertical direction. So let us now analyze first motion from only A to B, that too in vertical direction. So we have for vertical direction to determine only 5 parameters, that is S, U, V, A and T. So starting one by one, S is the displacement in vertical direction, so I will write it as y because the difference between A and B in vertical direction is y. U, that is initial velocity in y direction, which is given as 15 sin 30, on solving which I will get 7.5 meter per second. B, final velocity in y direction. Remember we have seen some important points. The point number 2 in that says the vertical velocity at the topmost point is always 0. So from that I will write here V as 0. A we know as minus 9.81 and T1 I will take because it is not total time of flight, we are considering motion only from A to B. So I will take it as T1. Now till now we have used the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. But if I use that equation here, I will not get any results. So let us switch to another equation, that is V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Substituting the given values, I will get the answer for Y as 2.866 meters. That is the distance from A to B will be 2.866 meters. But in the question we were asked to find out what is the height above the ground. So the total height will become 20 plus 2.866, that is 22.866 meters. This is one of the answer. Now again if we read the question properly, we are required to find out the distance it would hit the ground from the foot of the building, that means the range, and the velocity of the ball just as it hits the ground and total time of flight. That means everything is related to the entire motion from A to C. So now we will consider motion from A to C, again starting with the horizontal part. For horizontal part we need 3 parameters, that is S, U and T. S is the displacement in horizontal direction, which is given to us as x. Ux, that is initial velocity in x direction, which is 15 cos 30, on solving which I will get 12.99 meter per second, and T is the total time of flight. Here I have not taken T1 because I am considering the entire motion from A to C, hence total time is T. For horizontal motion we have only one equation, S is equal to ut. On substituting the above parameters in that equation, I will get the value for T as T is equal to x divided by 12.99. Let this be equation number 1. Now proceeding to the vertical motion. For vertical motion we need 5 parameters, S, U, V, A and T. S is the displacement from point A to point C, because we are considering motion from A to C. So from the figure you can see the difference between point A and C is 20 meters in vertical direction, and again it is from top to bottom. I will take it as minus 20. Similarly, u is initial velocity in y direction, which will be 15 sin 30, which is 7.5 meter per second. V is final velocity in y direction, that is Vy. So from the diagram we can see it is given as Vcy, and as it is going downward it will be minus Vcy. A is acceleration due to gravity, minus 9.81, and T will be total time of flight, that is T. Now as S is given to us in the equation, I will use that equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. On substituting all the values, I will get the answer for T as 2.924 seconds. That means total time of flight from point A to C is 2.924 seconds. Substituting this value of T in equation 1, I will get the value of X, that is range of the motion, as 37.98 meters. That means the object will fall 37.98 meters in the front of the building. Next requirement is the velocity with which it will hit the ground. So now we have already used S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now I will use another equation, that is V is equal to u plus at. Again substituting the values, I will get the answer for Vcy as 21.18 meter per second. But please note, this is not the answer which is required. This Vcy is only the velocity in y direction. We were asked the velocity with which it hits the ground, that means we are asked about the resultant velocity. Vcy is only velocity in y direction. Now for resultant velocity, we need first to find out velocity in x direction. So from points to remember, the first point was velocity in x direction always remains same. At point A, the horizontal velocity was 15 cos 30, that is 12.99. Hence this velocity will be same at end point also. So I can write Vcx is also equal to 12.99 meter per second. So from previous we got the velocity in y direction, here we got velocity in x direction. Now resultant velocity is given by root of Vcx square plus Vcy square. On substituting which, I will get answer for Vc, that is resultant velocity at C, as 24.84 meter per second. This becomes the magnitude of velocity. For direction, we have tan of alpha is equal to Vcy divided by Vcx, or we can write alpha is equal to tan inverse of Vcy by Vcx. On substituting which, I will get alpha is equal to 58.47 degrees. This completes the solution. Again, you must have observed that the procedure for solving any of the problem remains same, that is divide the entire motion into two parts, horizontal and vertical. For horizontal, find out three parameters S, U and T, and use the equation S is equal to Vt, and for vertical motion determine 5 parameters S, U, V, A, T, and use any of the three equations depending on what is asked or what is given.